So I'm listening to the news, and they're talking about the opioid crisis and how it's a health issue, and they need to send in relief and help these people out. So I'm thinking, okay, I remember listening on the news the other day about how they were talking about it is a health concern, not a criminal concern. I believe it's Long Island, Staten Island, one of those, because it's, I guess, a predominantly white area. Now all of a sudden it's a health issue, not a criminal issue. But when it comes to crack, which we all know Reagan and his team purposely put those in certain areas, if you know what I mean, it was a criminal issue. So now that it's in a different area, it's a health concern, but crack wasn't a health concern. All right, America, good job. Keep it up. You're doing great. In that last video, I spoke about the opioid crisis, and I briefly mentioned the Reagan administration. And then now they're treating the opioid crisis as a health concern and not a criminal concern. As our government should have been doing this whole time. Any type of drug addiction should have been treated as a health issue and not a criminal issue. This is where the topic of this being a race issue comes up, because the drugs that were put into these areas were predominantly black, and they were mostly in LA and New York. Now, this was proven that the Reagan administration and the CIA purposely did this. The CIA was proven to be involved in the smuggling and distribution of drugs to raise funds for covert military operations against the Nicaraguan government. So there was a lot more to it than that, and I have attached a lot of links with really useful information that can get into further more detail than I could. There's one that's about a 30-minute podcast, I guess, and a few other scholarly sources where you can really fully read up on who was involved in what and what was purposely done and why, and it gets into all the facts about this. So I encourage you guys to please read through those articles, listen to the podcast, get all the information, and then let me know what you think. Do you think this is definitely just a race thing, that the epidemic with crack was treated criminally versus now with the opioids being treated as a health issue? Or do you think our government is just improving and getting better and they're handling things the way they should be? What do you guys think? Let me know.